appreciate you watching, clicking this video. Go ahead and like, subscribe down at the bottom. Leave a comment, even if it's just, you know, ready for deer season. Leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate it a ton. If you're going to buy an e-bike, go check out the Rambo e-bikes. They're awesome. Use R Woods at checkout as a discount code. Save yourself 20%. I really appreciate it. Patreon, eBay, all that stuff linked down below. Helps the channel a ton. I appreciate it a ton. We're giving away a Reveal, I believe it's there, a Reveal X 3.0 before deer season on Patreon. You got to be a member. Go check it out. There's free trials. You'll enjoy it, and I think you'll be happy to get maybe a free cell camera. Appreciate you watching. Today we got a real fun video. All right, so a little fun today. Getting kind of last minute things done. Deer season's fixing to kick off. It may have kicked off the early hunts before you see this video, but a little cool stuff happening, getting excited for it. One of the things that I wanted to do this year was get some cheap broadheads just for raccoons. So these are Amazon broadheads. I think there was 9 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 12 of these for like $18. They're cheap. They're cheap Amazon broadheads, but they come with a case. They look really good. They're supposed to be 100 grains. We're gonna check the consistency of them. There's multiple different versions of these cheap broadheads. This particular one comes with a rubber band. Of course, that rubber band gets cut when it makes impact, it goes through the animal. Broadheads are expensive, and I'm a broadhead nerd. I mean, I'm sitting here with a pack of beast broadheads. I'm fixing to put on some actual hunting arrows, but sometimes I just get the urge to shoot some raccoons that have been eating my corn for forever. So we might see how these bad boys fly compared to a field tip. They are dirt cheap. I wouldn't probably recommend shooting my target deer with them. If you've shot a deer with Amazon broadheads, leave a comment down below and let me know which ones you used and you know, did they work? How did they do? I'd be a little hesitant about shooting my target deer or even going out with these, and these are my main ones. But with raccoons, I can have a beast on an arrow knocked, see raccoons come into a feeder like they do, and I can slowly unknock that arrow, grab my arrow out of the quiver that has my cheaper broadhead on it, shoot coons and keep them off my feeder, and I only lose $1 or $2 per broadhead potentially. Hopefully the arrow's fine when I do that, and hopefully I don't spook anything out of the woods with shooting a bow. But that's what we're gonna be testing today. 12 of these bad boys. They come with a bag, they come with rubber bands. First thing I noticed, rubber band's pretty loose. I worry about as they fly through the air, is that rubber band gonna come back, blades start opening up. I would potentially modify this with tape, like electrical tape around it, so that I know it doesn't fall off, the rubber band doesn't fall off, or I'm gonna try to hit these with some heat, see if I can shrink these rubber bands just a hair. But let's see what they weigh. All right, so these are supposed to be 100 grain. First one coming in at 101, 100.8, 100.8, 100 even, 101, and 100 even. So we won't do all 12 of them, but the first batch of 6, pretty good. Not too bad as far as consistency goes. Let's see how they shoot. Oh, a little rainy here today, but first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check and make sure our field tips are flying true. Make sure they're grouping good, hitting good. There's 100 grain. This is like a 411 or 15 grain arrow. I should probably know that off the top of my head, but I got a lot of arrows. So these are flying 290-ish feet per second, somewhere in there. And if I have that actual information, I'll put it on the screen. But okay, so the target we're shooting is 38 yards away. There it is. All right, I'm getting dialed in a little bit now. So we're grouping just a touch right. I'm gonna go pull those, make some movements to the sight. It's a pretty good group for 40 yards. It's just a touch right. We're gonna try to get them grouping a little more in the center, and then we'll switch over. right, so we got a pretty good group, 40 yards. They're all in the black. They may just be they're on the cheating to the right of the black, but they're all, you could wrap your hand around them. So 40 yards, pretty good with our field points for not shooting enough. All right, so I took those off. I've got 3 Amazon broadheads here. We're gonna see how they do. I've got the exact same arrows. Their nocks are still lit. And this is my complaint with them. It looks like that rubber band is just gonna fall off as soon as it's shot, and it's gonna be flying with the blades out. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, but boy, it sure seems like they will. It's like the rubber bands are just slightly too large, which isn't a huge deal. I think we can fix that, but we're gonna do just like they come in the package. We'll see what where they hit. All right, one other thing, they're actually pretty sharp for Amazon China. The tip of that's not super sharp, but the blade itself, pretty sharp. Sharper than I kind of anticipated it being. Whoa, that missed the whole target. That blade had to come out. That's crazy. And so I'm gonna shoot one other one at this deer. It's got a bigger backstop. It's 40 even. That way if it opens up in flight, we'll at least be able to maybe save my arrow, because I really don't want to lose any arrows right here before deer season. But we all saw, we were shooting much better groups than that. God, that thing is, with that broadhead on there, it's got to have wings coming out. There's no way. All right, so I don't know if the camera picks it up. That thing is flying crazy. So I'm gonna see if a little bit of heat on this rubber band will shrink it down. It may loosen it. I don't know if it's like shrink wrap material or what, but I would not shoot that at anything at the moment. We're gonna try to find a way to make these usable, because I think the broadhead itself is not the problem. It's this rubber band that goes with them that is just absolutely garbage. Yeah, that ain't getting any tighter. I mean, it's so loose that the force from the drag is just strips it off and exposes the blades. All right, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna make these work somewhat at some point. I gotta go find this arrow. Well, thank God for lighted nocks. We found the one that just totally missed everything, buried up. So to continue this experiment, I will take this off because it's probably bent. It's definitely dirty, but just so nobody claims it would have shot right if you hadn't shot the one that went in the dirt. Anyway, this one, a whiff. Now it did cut through the bag. The bag it shouldn't have hit, that it totally curveballed into. And we are shooting bullet holes. I'll shoot through paper here in just a second to confirm it, but we're shooting a really good dialed in arrow. Missed everything. This one, gut shot on a bow that's pretty dialed in. Really dialed in, I should say. This one, the tip's a little loose after that. This one's not, but man, okay, we got problems, but we're gonna fix it. So we've taken that rubber band totally off of these cheap Amazon arrows. This is the new one that never got shot, by the way. Taking just a little piece, this is probably too big, of electrical tape. And I really was wanting just one, maybe 1.5 wraps. This one's two solid wraps. And we'll see if it'll keep that together. I don't really like these 2 points up here in the front, but I know some other broadhead companies that have that with no problem. So a little bit, maybe 1.5 inches, maybe just 1 inch. And we're gonna see if that'll have less drag, that's for sure. And we'll see if these group better with this electrical tape. That one actually flew really good. Hit right where I was aiming. Wow, those 2 are actually right where I was aiming. All right, I'll be honest with you. The last 2 shots were pretty impressive. I don't know why that one was low right, like significantly low right. I wouldn't shoot a coon at 40 yards. That would have missed the coon. The other 2 would have drilled the coon right where I was aiming. So I'm gonna go see if there's anything with that one. Did one blade open and not the other, or in flight maybe? I don't know, that's weird. All right, so even though 2 of them flew really good, none of them opened up. Not a one of them opened up, which is crazy to me. But I guess I assumed that they were sharp enough to cut the backside open, like to cut the rubber band. Apparently they don't function that way. They just stayed taped up. All right, so it's kind of looking like these are junk. I'm gonna try to find I got one more idea, one more solution that we might try. But the fact that they don't cut on the backside when they expand open limits on what you can do. So I've got a rubber band that's from a Crimson Talon broadhead, I believe. It's much tighter. It's like actually made to fit on these broadheads. So it actually, like, this fits really good. Let's see how they fly. I'm only gonna do one because I just don't have a good feeling about it, so I don't want to take the time. I don't want to waste 3 rubber bands off of another arrow. That actually flew pretty good. Just a smidge low, again, 40 yards, obviously a little more drag involved. So that actually hit pretty good, just a little bit low, which makes sense. At 40 yards, you've got these wings sticking out. There's gonna be a little more drag involved, so it makes sense it would hit just a touch low. Now, did the blades deploy is the big question. So I'm gonna go pull it, and let's see if it's even worth buying these cheap Amazon broadheads. All right, so it did deploy. It did open up. The rubber band slid down the shaft, kind of like you expect. I will probably run a few of these on some arrows just for coon possibilities. Now, would I buy them again? Are they worth buying? They fly like garbage. They are just absolute, man, they just don't fly good with the way they come. Now, if you've got a million of these little rubber bands laying around, be my guest. Would I shoot my target deer with it? No, I would not. But would I shoot a coon with it? You bet. You know, it's just not a great system. That's not well thought out. It is cheap, 12 for 18, 20 bucks. But if I got to buy rubber bands, extra rubber bands, now all of a sudden it's not as good a value. So it's just not, like, things are loose in these. Like, it's just not great. The tip's loose on one of them already. I'm just not crazy about them. But would they get the job done on a raccoon? Sure. Just my thoughts on them. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Have you used any of these cheap Amazon broadheads? If I was buying them again, I'd probably look for something that looks, there's a Rage knockoff on Amazon you could find. Either that or a fixed blade. And then you could shoot the fixed blade. It is what it is, sharpen it up. It's a point on the front of an arrow. So let me know what you think about these Amazon broadheads. Have you shot any, killed any deer with them? What do you think about them? Would you buy any? I won't buy these again, I don't think, but I don't know. I might pile up a bunch of raccoons with them and really get into them. I don't know. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, stick around. Triple R Woods at Rambo Bikes. Check out the eBay. Check out Patreon. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. If you're not a subscriber, you definitely should. Appreciate you guys.